Question number 3. As a system administrator, you have been asked to revoke a specific user license that recently left your organization. While you are attempting to deactivate the user, the system prevents user from being deactivated. So what would likely be the reason? You have to choose two answers. So we got four options. User is in custom hierarchy field. User is being referenced in a workflow email alert. User is an owner of multiple accounts. User is a owner of multiple files in the system. So a part of this question has already been resolved in the previous question number 2. So I've given the link in the description. You can just check question 2 before you read this question 3. So to demonstrate this, what I have done is I've just created a couple of users. One is James Williamson and the other one is John Doe. So the excuse me. So we are going to we are trying to inactivate James Williamson. Imagine that he has left the organization. We are going to deactivate it, right? So things that do not control deactivating an user, right, is role number one. So even if the user is having a valid, is having a role or not, still we can deactivate a user. So whether the user is an owner of multiple accounts, yes, that is immaterial. Still, you can deactivate the user. Whether the user is having any files in the system, right? Yes, still, you can deactivate the user. So option C and D both are incorrect. Option A and B, right, is the right answer. But let's cross check, whether this is the right one. So option B, we did discuss in detail in the previous question 2. Why, when you add a user, as a recipient in the email alert, that will prevent from being deactivated, right? And there is a catch to it, isn't it? So you will realize when you just replay question 2. So option B, since we have already discussed in the previous question, I'm just going to skip option B. Let me focus on option A. So option A says user is in custom hierarchy field. To demonstrate this, uh, so we just created a field, a custom hierarchy field, a field of type custom hierarchy. So it's a custom field, department manager, and as you can see, the data type is hierarchy. So this is added on the user object. So if you just go and then look at John Doe's user record, you can find department manager custom field that was created, and James Williamson has been added as a department manager for John Doe. So given this setup, let's try to go back and then deactivate James Williamson. Let's say edit, and let's deactivate the user. Let's click on save. Yeah, we got an error. It clearly says that we cannot deactivate a user because this particular user is being referenced, right, as a department manager, especially the hierarchy field in another object. Yeah, so that is the reason we are not able to deactivate. So now you will realize, right, the things that will control the system from getting a user deactivated, right? So option A and B again is the right answer to this question.